Sveiki visi, čia eFly Invites podcastas, kalbam apie drum and bassą iš Lietuvos, ne iš Lietuvos, bendrai apie drum and bassą. Ir šiandien svečiuose turim Miles, todėl we're gonna keep it English in the chat, nes Milesas yra iš UK, bet nekalba pakankamai stipriai angliškai, kad galėtų visą podcastą padaryti lietuviškai. So Miles, welcome.
Thank you.
How do you do?
I'm all right, yeah. Enjoying this weather.
It's really nice to have you here.
Autumn season.
As you said, like I haven't prepared like any kind of questions.
Classic.
So just like I'll just roll with the start, like who you are, where are you from, how long you're here, and then what is happening in your world with the drum and bass.
Okay, well, I'm Miles. Well, you want me to talk to at the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, audience. I'm Miles.
Welcome.
So basically, I've always loved drum and bass.
Yeah.
Of course. Grew up in the UK, up north.
Yeah.
And then fell in love with Lithuania, came here.
What time that was? Which year?
2018.
2018.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. 7 years.
So, yeah, when I got here, couldn't find any drum and bass.
Yeah.
Before I was visiting, and when I was visiting, there were sold sessions at Kabliz,
Yeah.
and it was wicked. I loved that.
True.
Especially like the stuff that Honest used to play there. Really great. The whole vibe was good. The whole, like, for me, that was the perfect, like,
Format
perfect
of
drum and bass night.
Yeah.
Because it was sort of like that kind of rollers, what I would call like rollers, deep drum and bass stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Good times
Alibi.
when Kabliz had drum and bass, because
Yeah,
like
man.
after some time, it just like changed the people and it just became techno club and yeah.
Well, yeah, the night vanished when I moved here, but when I was going there, what I loved about it was in the UK, I was living in London at the time, and in London, like, you've got hundreds of
Yeah.
great parties happening, all the best DJs playing every weekend. But man, at the time I was going there, it's got better now, but at the time the vibe was off.
Yeah.
Like, I'd queue up for Fabric each week. You know, there was a time in my life where I was going to Fabric all the time. And it's like a world-class club.
Well, what's the situation now? Because it changed, yeah? It was like...
Yeah, well, nightlife's dying everywhere. It's like at an ebb. So, but at the time it was peak. And it was actually not pleasant, because all of the nights would sell out. The tickets would be expensive, of course, but also you'd get there and you'd be like crammed in like sardines. No one could dance, you know, because there was like no room.
So much people?
So many people, yeah. They'd have to sell everything. It'd be one in, one out.
You know, shit.
And so you couldn't dance at those nights. The music was great, but then also in the UK, they give you a stamp.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but even so, 9 times out of 10 you can't leave. Like, you're stuck in the club.
Yeah.
So it's a trek. Like, you have to mentally prepare for it. You know, you go there, and if you want to play cheap, which I used to do as a student, it was like before 9 or something, you know, or before 10. So you'd get there early, and you'd be in the club all night till like 6 a.m. And you know, the headline DJ would play like 3 or 4 a.m. You know, so. And then I came to Vilnius. You could go to Kabliz, rock up anytime. There was full dance floor, but you could dance, you could move around.
Yeah.
You could leave, could come back. It was bliss, you know.
Yeah.
So I loved it. But anyway, I came here, and suddenly everything was kind of, all the parties were ending, the drum and bass parties.
Yeah, we had this period where the also like good clubs closed down, and like for example, Peleda Club, Profsajungų Rūmai, Fabrikas, Kabliz also, like when they transitioned to the techno thing. Yeah, so, but it's really nice to see from your perspective, you know. Also, there was one club, it was called Trip Club, I think. Every Thursday there was a Rastadinis there.
Yeah.
So one of the core memories from drum and bass is it's for me from that club. You know, when there were like two decks. You know, on top it was like a reggae thing, and if you go in the basement, there's a dub thing. And I think at that time, I didn't know, I didn't recognize because I didn't know him, but I think the Karateka was playing.
Yeah.
And I come inside, and there's like a dub wall of sound, you know, and I'm like, wow, what is this? You just like feel it. Oh my God, it was so good. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, shout out to him. His sets are always great.
Crazy.
I love his.
Big ups Karateka,
yeah.
if you watch this.
And big up to Ramos as well. Dr.
Yeah,
Jungle,
true. Also keeps the steadiness vibes all the time.
Yeah, not just that, but he was also the one who was like introducing people to the scene. Right?
Yeah,
he introduced Waga to the scene. True. And then I met Waga. She was working at a hostel at the time.
Yeah.
And she was always playing drum and bass at the bar.
Alpha, yeah.
No, she was playing. She was working at Hostel Jamaica.
Ah, yeah.
And so this was like the first time I'd heard drum and bass being played out, you know, for a while.
And then you're just like,
So I was like,
is there any spot for me to DJ?
yeah, like where are the parties? You know, where's the party? And she was like, oh, come to Rastadinas. So that's when I started to DJ out live, you know.
Yeah.
That's why my Instagram handle is Mailsas, because I didn't have social media.
You started the digital journey here, or you started on vinyl, or you just like transitioned then to vinyl just in order to get like the feel of the warmth of music and all of that?
No, I played vinyl from teenager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you brought your vinyls from UK here?
Yeah, I brought a vinyl over from the UK.
And these obviously not mainly drum and bass, right? Loads of genres.
Loads of genres. I mean, I love a lot of music. So like I got loads of jazz and world music, reggae, dub.
Yeah, true.
Basically anything. Lots of house, techno, breakbeat. Yeah. But huge amount of drum and bass. Drum and bass was the first music I fell in love with.
So, like, you got introduced in the bar with the drum and bass and all of that, but what was your first steps in this scene, like in Lithuania? Because now you have radio show in Palangos Street Radio, right? You play in loads of parties, maybe not like that big ones, but I can see your name all over the place, you know. So how did you become from nothing to actually this? Like,
yeah, it's funny that. Because it doesn't feel like I play a lot, but then everyone's like, oh, I'm playing all the time.
I mean, in the end, this is just a journey, right? So
yeah, but yeah, I mean, a big part of it was Waga, so shout out to her, because she was the person who's like, come
big
to
up, Waga, big up. No, for 1 hour.
But yeah, I would have.
Like Viscous? Yes, Viscous. Thank you for your attention.
No, I would have, maybe found something otherwise, but she was the one who was like,
yeah, but
come to Rastadinas and you can play.
And then you started like at Alpha, like most of the things you played, like it was in Alpha, right? In Alpha stage, the Loftus place.
Yeah, it was in Loftus.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was in the main room, sometimes it was in Alpha. It changed. Sometimes they had a fucking huge sound system, and then other days it was just in the bar. But yeah, I was playing there, playing the drum and bass highlight from UK. But then I started just playing whatever,
just
playing
enjoying the
music stuff. Yeah, because I know that if you're playing strictly drum and bass in this town, you're not gonna have that many gigs.
Yeah, true.
And I have a huge collection of breakbeat stuff.
Yeah.
That mixes, nicely with house and techno, and I like those eclectic mixes. One of my favorite DJs is D-Bridge, who is a drum and bass producer.
Okay.
Famously, he came out of Bad Company, which is like one of the greatest drum and bass supergroups.
Yeah, true.
And he started out with Tech Step, and then he moved founded Exit Records. He does Liquid, he does left field kind of drum and bass. He does some electro, and his sets are amazing. He does all kinds of stuff, you know, mix different styles together. It always sounds good.
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, maybe I'll try doing that.
And you're already doing this, yeah?
Well, not to his level.
Trying to, yeah, obviously,
but I play a lot of different styles, yeah.
In order to teach yourself to get the feel, how to transition from faster to slower, to combine these like vibes and all of that. So, so your journey started in the UK. So, what? Maybe you remember, what was the anchor? What was the starting point when you heard about the drum and bass, and you were like, "Whoa, what is this?" And I really love this, and like now I'm gonna try and make like. And I'm gonna DJ this music. Like, what is the maybe specific track or specific artist that you fell into drum and bass?
Well, it was two tunes really. It was two tunes that I heard around the same time, or maybe two artists, I would say. So one was DJ Trace. Mm-hmm. He's still going now as a producer.
It's such a shame. I don't know these old ones. So I'm just like looking at you and like, yes.
Trace, the thing is with Trace is he's like a tech step. He does heavy tech step drum and bass now. But the stuff I fell in love with was his like early '90s stuff. Around, because he was going from like '91 onwards, and first tunes I heard were like '93, '94.
Yeah.
And it was when jungle was getting darker. And it was moving towards tech step, but it still had like chopped up amens and stuff. And that stuff, when I heard it, the first couple of tunes I heard were like...
Well, I was 3 years old.
Inside, well, I didn't hear it when it came out. But, first couple of tunes I heard was Inside Information, which was out on...
by Digitrace.
By Trace. And another one called Lost Entity.
Lost Entity.
And those tracks, it was the first time I heard music that wasn't led by melody, really. Because
keys, basses, and breaks.
Yeah, there was basically no melody whatsoever. Yeah. There was a few chord stabs, like techie chord stabs,
long pads
that came in like 4 minutes into the track.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was just like some atmospheric pads and just rhythm and bass. That was it, and I was hooked. I was like, this is nothing I'd ever heard. You know, there was no, because I was listening to my sister's music at the time. She was playing like pop music, or like, you know, I'd hear the Beatles or whatever, and it's like, it's all about the melody. It's all kind of, in my mind, I could hear where the track was going.
Do you revisit these tracks?
All the time, yeah. I mean, you know, my all-time favorite tracks, they still have that magical feeling. You know? The other one was Danny Grace, who had a label called Drop in Science.
Yeah.
Everything about that label, the aesthetic, the sound, was all good. But yeah, that music, after that, I went out and I tried to track down those records to buy them, physical records. It took me a long time because when I discovered him, I thought he was called DJ Trance. So I spent ages trying to find this DJ Trance.
Yeah, because of the trance music?
Yeah, nothing would come up. And then I eventually discovered I misheard.
So in terms of collection, what do you think? How much do you own? How many vinyls do you own right now?
Yeah, people ask me that a lot. I haven't a clue.
Roughly. Not saying the exact number, but just roughly.
I don't know. I mean, over 100?
Over 100.
For sure. I don't know.
I thought like maybe over a K or something, you know?
I don't know, man. I should count them because people ask a lot.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a lot. Especially like nowadays. Every time I go back to the UK, I'm going back on Tuesday. I don't go very often, but I'm always ordering like UK records to my parents' house.
It's cheaper to buy there, right?
Yeah. So then I come back on the plane with like, you know,
a bunch of vinyls.
Like 50 or 60 records. You know, so cool. I'm always buying.
I know you play digital and you play vinyl. Which would you prefer if you need to choose just one?
Easily vinyl.
Easily vinyl, yeah.
I gotta be honest, I don't enjoy as much digital.
Yeah?
Yeah. I guess in some ways, kind of a bit selfish, but it's not just about the tunes.
Yeah.
It's about playing the music.
The feel, you touch it, you feel it, you know, you listen to it.
Yeah, it's not just the tactile part, but also just, it's such a challenge. Such a fun, satisfying challenge to play vinyl, because you're like, it's always drifting,
Yeah.
and it always feels like, you know, oh, I could maybe have done that a bit better next time. Like, it's that satisfaction of like doing something that is really hard and making it sound good and getting those moments where it's like where it drops perfectly, the two tracks are perfectly in sync. Man, it just feels so good, you know.
True.
And you don't get that with digital because it's
Yeah.
like
But I
setting,
get what you
forgetting.
mean, the feel when you like get something right and you're like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, a lot of DJs, digital DJs, they compensate by working 4 decks and,
Yeah, true.
you know, doing all of the cues and loops that then take up all of their, like, mental effort.
Yeah.
But I like to let tunes roll a lot, so I'm less into that kind of quick mixing.
So you mainly DJ, right?
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Do you think of a producing?
Ah!
Because I know you have a friend Integra who's making with analogs and all of that.
Yeah,
Maybe you'd like to try some production thing with the analogs because you like the feel and the touch of.
Yeah, I mean, I've played around with it. I mean, never say never. I always have ideas, you know. I always hear things and think, wow, that'd be a great sample. Or, you know, I'll play around with the synth or something at home.
Yeah.
But as you know, as a producer, like, the amount of effort
True.
takes to get to a point where you can
But also,
like
when
bang out
you
tunes
get
and make
there,
them sound good.
when you get there, that's the feeling that you explained about hitting the 2 vinyl decks. With the
Yeah,
perfect
I can
time.
guess. Maybe, but it's a journey, you know.
Okay, let me
I don't know
know.
if I'm ready.
I'll help you start.
You know what? Again, one of my favorite ever DJs, also an oldie, Doc Scott,
Doc Scott, yeah,
aka
heard of
Nasty
him.
Habits. He's done a lot of great interviews about his process. You know, he's an absolute legend. And he used to produce. I mean, he did shadow boxing, did like a load of great remixes and stuff. A lot of people consider him like one of the best kind of mid-90s producers. He hates it. He absolutely hates it. Like
Does he want this title?
he said, like, I don't ever want to produce ever again. It's miserable. It's like stressful. It takes too long.
True.
He just wants to be a DJ. And it's funny, he's like the first person I've heard of who's a producer DJ who says, actually, I prefer DJ.
Question for you about the drum and bass, specifically in Lithuania. Like you told you're here from 2018, yeah?
Yeah, I started visiting before, but that's when I moved.
Yes, but have you heard of Amen Broliai? Amen Brothers? It was like a radio show on Zip FM.
Okay.
And now there's a radio show about the champions, right?
Of course.
Baltic Championi. So
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. They're like doing loads of movement right now because I see they have like plenty of events and all of that, which is really cool.
They're doing what now?
Events.
Oh, yeah.
They did one in Klaipėda, you know?
Oh, yeah. Tema.
Yeah, Tema.
Spot.
And then they did the other one. Yeah. It was in the Electrita, something like this, no? I don't remember actually, but I saw that also like the whole team was playing, so and yeah, really cool people.
Yeah, I love Baltic Champions.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking because for me personally, Amen Broliai was the anchor in my drum and bass journey, you know, because these were the first people I heard in Lithuania who played drum and bass. I haven't seen them, I haven't like heard about them, I just know the radio show, I know the time, I turn it on, there's some good music on it, and at that time I had like creative those like MP3, you know,
Yeah,
with the batteries in it. So I recorded the mixes into the MP3s and then I re-listened again, you know. Yeah, really crazy.
Yeah, for me that was because growing up at North, like drum and bass for a long time was a southern thing. It really like came about in London and Bristol mainly, I'd say. So like where I grew up, everyone was into like UK hardcore, happy hardcore. That's what people would listen to on the back of the bus.
Gabba?
It's a bit like Gabba, but yeah, like kind of stuff. Very little drum and bass in my area, very little. But on Radio 1, at like, I can't remember, it's like 1 a.m. on a Friday, there was Fabio and Groove Rider doing their drum and bass show. And I used to listen to that a lot.
It's known, and till this day, Radio 1 is known for, if your track is playing there, it's big.
Oh yeah, well it's the biggest,
it's like
the biggest station in the UK for like popular music. It's like the Radio 1 is the, you know, station. So like you made it.
Olga.
What do you need?
To make sure it's recording.
Oh,
And I need a drink.
oh, you need a drink.
I asked, but Olga, come. Pažiūrėk, ar veikia, pažiūrėk, ar tęsiasi įrašymas.
Can't get the help these days.
The operator. Also, can I have a drink? Can I have a drink?
Hi, hello.
Hi, this is Olga. Get out of here, you will have your own podcast. Galėtum vieną paimti sidrą?
Maybe me as well?
You can drink this.
All right.
Do you want something else?
Lager, if possible.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna fall off. Anyways.
Yeah, what I loved about that show actually was the banter, even more than when they were together, because they'd only sometimes host together, Fabio and Groove Rider, but they were so funny. So yeah, that was like the first kind of, it was the only radio show you could really get up north, because all the pirate radio stations,
Pirate radio.
they hadn't started streaming yet, so you could only hear them when you were out in London.
Yes, but you heard about it.
Oh yeah, and when I moved down to London, like Cool FM. Cool FM especially. There was also, I liked Rude FM a lot, but Cool FM, all-time favorite radio show. I mean, they are real legends, real legends.
So now, let's say you're here in Lithuania and you're doing your thing. What are the plans for you? Like, would you like to have like more gigs, your own show, your own sound system? I heard you're trying to create, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, it's nice to play music. It's nice to play at Palangos Radio. I'm happy doing a show once a month there, you know.
But there you do show about also like not mainly drum and bass. You do like loads of different stuff, right?
No, it's actually so far it's been only drum and bass.
It's on drum and bass.
Yeah. Okay. But also like every different style, you know. I like playing as much different stuff as possible.
So how long is the show going?
2 hours.
Yes,
you
but
mean? I've only done like a few shows.
Yeah.
I started in May.
Tell them. If you're in Lithuania, turn on Palangos Street Radio.
Yeah.
What is the
every third Thursday of the month? BreakBeak.
Every Thursday, BreakBeak.
Yeah,
Palangos Street
with a
Radio.
K.
I don't know what the 90 something is something.
Hey, BreakBeak with a K. You know, Cool FM. That was their slogan. Was cool with a K.
With K.
So I could steal that.
Cool
BreakBeak with a K.
No,
But yeah, so I'm doing that every month.
actually, I'm really happy and I'm like really thankful that you're helping with the Smash sessions. You know.
Well, thanks for
really
inviting
cool.
me. And,
Yeah, we moved crazy on GMD, gatvės muzikos dieną, and now we do the shows, you know.
But that day, that was like one of the most fun I've had.
Yeah, true.
Playing out.
And it was the whole day, and in the evening the vibe was, oh my god.
The vibe was so good. The whole staff was dancing.
That day I was like so tired, like what the fuck. I played there at 7 o'clock in Kudirkos there. I came back here, I can't even move, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like so exhausted.
And I was supposed to play for what, an hour?
Yeah,
playing for like 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
It was so good.
The whole
though,
evening,
like,
crazy.
yeah. So I mean, that's what I want to do, is have like a just it'd be nice to play
like-minded people around, like-minded people around, good vibes and just good music,
Exactly.
you know.
And I think maybe one of the missing pieces. I think one big missing piece is a good venue.
Good venue, true. Oh my god, yes.
But another thing is like having a great sound system would be something that would be like amazing, because you can take it to any venue.
Yeah, and if you have a good sound system and a good venue, oh la la.
Oh yeah, that's the dream.
There was one gig I had in Panevėžys. It was in Buste. Big up Jungtinės. You've been there too, yeah?
Of course.
So they have like the bar stage and they have the main stage. For some reason, that main stage sounded so good. Wow. G-Light was playing. He was playing like faster, like 178. Like pure bangers, you know? Not like super heavy neuro stuff, but something in between, like tech and neuro. And I'm like, wow, I came inside and I'm like, wow. Went to the middle. My brain is like happy, like my ears are happy, you know, like it sounds so good. So there are like rare times when you can get the venue sounding so good that you have like deep memory within for a really long time, you know.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is that's what I really miss about the UK scene, is like room 2 at Fabric. It wasn't even the main room, but for me it was the main room, because they'd always play like deeper stuff there, and the bass was
It's like Loftus
phenomenal.
stage, this like up top.
Kind of,
Not
but it was,
not Kishani, but
kind of, but it was deeper. It was because it was like a, I don't know if it was like an old store, like Cold store or something, but Fabric feels a bit like a labyrinth, but you go down all these stairs and you end up in this big, old, red brick kind of hallway. And the sound was just amazing, like the bass. And I'd go there around that time, things like Noisier Crank were coming out, or like Breakage, who would do loads of like, you had one tune, Clarendon VIP, that kind of tune, like, it's all about the bass. There's not much going on in the drums. There's very few, like, it's just kicks and bass, and like the bass just
slams your chest.
Slams your chest. But you try playing that on a small sound system, and it's just, you hear nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
nothing
in
there.
This setup is that simple, We have but for the future, I'm planning. This is only the beginning of this journey, but I'm really happy you're part of it.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
And technically, you're in a team. So it's really cool. I'm gonna try to get some better speakers, for the fusion and all that. And Smash is also like planning to expand themselves and try to find a new place. So maybe we will have like a better place to have the Smash parties here.
I mean, it's so good to have Smash. Like, I'm so happy that they love drum and bass.
Yeah, I was so
lot,
surprised. Yeah, we meet like 2 years ago, I think, and right away, poof, and they're like, "Well, what you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm drum and bass producer." And they're like, "We love drum and bass. Do you have your mixes?" And they started to play my mixes, and I'm like, "Wow!" And such a good vibe and everything. Like, big up Smash people is really, really nice.
They can do the catering if we ever book a big Yeah. And speaking of Buster, so one of my projects is building some speakers for them.
Ah, okay.
That's kind of where I'm furthest with, because their sound system sounds great, and the place is lovely. All of the people who run it are fantastic. But they're renting those speakers every single event, which is costing them a lot.
Yeah, sure.
So the goal is to
To have your own system,
build a system that then they can keep there, Because also, it's so cool to have like a decent club outside of Vilnius.
Yeah.
In Panevėžys. I love that.
It's really, really nice, and the club is good, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I really missed those times when we had like Peleda, for example. Yeah, it's really good venue. We had like Fabrikas also. The Fabrikas was the first venue where I heard the Mintiv guys and Visionere, you know.
No.
So they play Neurofunk, you know, and I started with not tech step actually, but I started with more with the school step, you know, because I was playing drums, I was playing a bunch of school step, you know, SPL and all of that, you know. So these things got me hooked, you know. The early current value, you know, school step stuff of his. I was like, wow, so like heavy.
That stuff was heavy.
And then the early noisier stuff, you know, like listening to all of that. Like,
Did you like Tech Itch then?
Tech Age.
Tech Itch, Technical Itch.
Technical Age. No, not really. I was not listening to it. That's the thing.
Surprising.
So now when Zondig is like asking me, and I'm like, bro, I missed on this guy, you know. I missed, and he was here in Lithuania actually. They were really happy.
Yeah.
So in Fabrikas, when I came in, and I was like blown away how they have like, first time I heard the actual people playing the drum and bass that is not like something that I usually listen to, you know. They have some like underground stuff, some dubs and all of that in this, and I'm like, wow, where do you find this music? We didn't have like any like Shazams and all of that, you know, back in that time.
Yeah.
So I was really curious, and I thought about this, that the only way how to get this music and how to like understand and play it yourself is to get involved, do something, and get to know people, share music and all that. That's why I'm in this game, you know, because I love the sharing of music. I love the people connection, and like the drum and bass in general is really, really, it's my music, because like I don't know if I have AG thing, but my brain is thinking really fast. I'm talking really fast. I'm doing everything really fast. So fast breaks, and I was drumming fast. You know, all of that is like built into my system. You know, from the early age.
Yeah. I've noticed like if I go out and play what I would consider a chill set.
Yeah.
You know, like UK garage, breakbeat stuff. People are like, "Wow, that was fast."
Yeah.
And I realize it's just, you know, it's like that. You know, like
160.
my perception of it, yeah. not even 160, but just like the stuff I like has energy in it. You know, like if it's too mellow, I don't know. It's difficult to put in words, because like a tune that I feel like is mellow,
Yeah.
other people will hear it and feel like it's a bit
Yeah, but
not
it's,
aggressive, but
yeah,
too
it's always
fast
gonna
or
be like
too,
this, you know.
heavy.
You like playing for others, but you play what you love. So you know, the most important thing is like you like it, which is
And
really cool. So,
plenty of other people like it as well. That's
yeah.
the thing.
When this happens, yeah.
I mean, the nicest thing about playing stuff like that here, especially, is because in the UK everyone's heard it. But playing here, like, people come up to you. This has happened in several times now that I've been playing out. I'll play a bass tune, and people will come out and they'll say like, "I love this music. Where can I hear more? Like, I really want to hear more of this music."
So cool.
And it's so nice to have that and be like, yeah, you know, there's a small scene, but it's happening. You know, introducing people to that music or just to the scene. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, because I love this the connection thing through the music, and which like has like such a big prism, you know, like subgenres of drum and bass. Like there's something for everyone, you know.
Yeah,
It's really cool. And you have so much that you can choose, like loads of stuff for yourself and what you really love, and it's like how to say, it's infinite. You like, there's so much. You will never run out into the wall, and you will say like, there's nothing left. You know, there's so much. There's gonna be every time, and
yeah, and it's hard for me because I love so much of it. You know, like jungle, tech step, jump up. Like it's all so good.
Have you played Neurofunk?
Yeah, I mean, I have some neuro, but I guess that's one of the things on the edges of my taste, because I like the old school, like early noisy stuff. You know, that's my jam.
So now that you're here and you're doing the things right, what would you suggest, like for let's say the new DJ, you know, the youngsters, what they should start with? And I mean, obviously there's like, everybody has a different journeys, right? But from your perspective, where would you guide a new person to try
DJ? Yeah, so I got some thoughts on this, because actually, so one thing I'd like to do more is teaching people how to mix vinyl. So I'm going to do a workshop in Palangos Radio in October. Free workshop.
Say the date.
Free workshop.
Mark it up.
Yeah, let me look up the date. We haven't announced the sign up yet, but it will be.
I haven't been there in Palangos Radio. Is there like a big spot?
It's not huge, but it's a nice place, you know. Of course, I'm unprepared. All right, let me see. October 18th.
October 18th.
I think.
October 18th.
It'll be around then. Or 20th of October. 20th of October.
Okay. Because 18th is Smash Sesh episode 3.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. October, it's next month.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, next month. All right, it might have to be the 20th then. Oh yeah, no, I think I put 20th in it.
20th, yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be like an evening time vinyl workshop.
You're going to teach vinyl, of course, yeah?
Yeah, just introduction to mixing, but the reason, so one thing I noticed when I moved to Lithuania, watching other DJs play, is because everyone here plays on Pioneer, because Pioneer is like dominating the scene.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a lot of people's DJing styles are very similar. And I think a part of it is because people are used to the Pioneer kind of ecosystem.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But what you notice is like, if you look at a vinyl DJ, every vinyl DJ plays differently. Because you just have to learn. A lot of people learn on different mixers. You like learn different techniques to keep things in, kind of to keep things synced, beat matched. And you also like, because you don't have waveforms and stuff.
Yeah, you have to listen.
You have to listen, and so some people will, for instance, mix stuff. Instead of doing double drops consistently, they'll do like weird stuff that you wouldn't think to do if you were just looking at a waveform. That sounds wicked. So what I would say is like, go out and look at other DJs play, and when they do something that you don't do, try it out at home.
Yeah.
And look at vinyl DJs especially, and older DJs, because older DJs, just because they learned on different equipment, because it was before Pioneer was everywhere, they all have completely different styles. You know, some will use the crossfader and not use the faders at all. Some of them will only be using filters or whatever. You know, like some are all about the effects, and other people are.
This piqued my interest. Now I would like to try and play with vinyl.
And it's just fun because you see how you look at it and you're like, wow, they're doing something I would have never thought to do. They'll bring in a track in a completely different way, and that is so exciting because then you can go home and you can try it out, and you find what sounds and feels good to you.
Yeah, and fits your needs, yeah.
And then you get your style, and that keeps you like, you know, fresh.
Like the way you say it, it sounds super interesting.
Because otherwise,
I might be in that workshop.
I mean, it's worth it because, you know, it's very easy on Pioneer. It's very easy to start looping a 4-bar, you know, and then bring it in. Like everyone, especially in like house and techno, everyone starts with a 4-bar loop.
Yeah.
And it works, and it's good. Don't get me wrong. But there's so many other inventive ways you can like bring in a tune, they'll just make it sound different and make it, a bit different.
I will try to participate there, because that's the thing about the how to say, like, I'll share a little bit, like the way I learned production. I taught myself from early days that the efficiency is the key. You can spend like 5 hours to make one sound, which is good, nothing's wrong with that. But for me, it's too long, because I will definitely find I'm good at problem solving, so I will find the better way to make the best, like almost the same sound in 5 minutes, and then polish it, make it with the effects and all of that, rather than spend 5 hours. So by learning myself to be this efficient, sometimes you lose the track of learning. So implementing new things like learning on vinyl sometimes can like spark your brain. So I'm gonna definitely try this, because it's already like in my mind. I would like to try, because when we played music at your place, I see the vinyls, and I would like to actually like. I tried it. I'm not like green. I have tried it. It's really nice, but I don't know how to do it like super fluently. In as you say, in my own style.
And it's not just about the vinyl, like I say, like it's about also just different equipment. Like when you play on a different mixer, and I watch interviews with producers, and they say the same thing. Like you can do stuff in a VST, no problem. Sometimes what people like about having, a rack-mounted, for instance, parametric EQ. It's not about the fact that you can't do it in software. It's the fact that their workflow changes. Because of the way the knobs are.
And the way you can tweak.
So then they just do stuff in a different way, and it makes a different sound.
True.
And it's like that with DJing. If you try on a rotary mixer or a mixer with 4 EQs or using filters or something, it's a different way of working, and it gets a different sound.
Example when you're used to DGM and you get exode. And you have to turn like 2 bass knobs because one turn off the sub and the other one submits. Like what the fuck?
That also happens.
So for drum and bass, it's like
Well, that's my second big tip for DJs out there. Is like a big part of becoming a good DJ is just getting used to working on all kinds of things.
True. This is so true.
Because the big DJs, they can have a rider and they can play on exactly the equipment they expect. Everything works perfect. But if you're a normal DJ, you don't have that luxury. You'll come up to a place, the monitors won't work, or the cue will be sticky, or it'll be a mixer you've never used before,
you have
to just adapt. And that's a big part of being a good DJ, is just having that diversity of like playing in so many different places with different equipment that you can work with.
Talking about this adaptation thing, have you had like any kind of like mistakes or some sort of like something is happening that you're like, what? That's not what I planned,
Of course, who hasn't, One of the worst ones was, because I know this happens with digital DJing, you might hit the wrong cue and then everything like stops. But once it happened to me while DJing vinyl. So I was playing, did a great transition, was grooving. Okay, I'll switch the record. You lift the needle off and it's like, and then that's it.
This like cold sweat.
Yeah, it happens, but it's all good. That kind of thing happens to everyone.
You did that?
But yeah, I think, obviously nowadays everyone's a DJ. And there's music everywhere. You don't need
It's starting to get like really, really popular,
Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
In fact, it's a great thing. But yeah, if you want to DJ...
Biškį liuką palauksi dar? 8 minutės iki pabaigos.
If you want to DJ, I think finding a sound that's really yours is key.
True. Yeah. Now I started to think, you know, that at some point I felt in love with the deep drum and bass, you know, like deep techie, like Vibracies and QZB, you know, like this like deep, really. And I was like, for some years I was playing deep drum and bass, and I was like super happy about it because this was my thing, you know. But then I started to play some stronger stuff, and then I started to do back-to-back with newer heads, you know, and I'm like, wow, this is also like really nice.
Yeah.
So now for some reason I do play quite heavy, but my heart and my brain is going back to this like deep, like try to simple, but clean, with ear candy. And this what drives me like crazy, when there's like super clean sign and you have some like some, you know, and it's just like a simple drum beat, but the mids of the basses and the percussions and everything, like you're like, wow, how, and I'm like, wow, I'll make it, and it's not happening, and you're like, back to drum and bass, like
But the thing is, so, because I love that, and like going back to what I was saying about breakage, like that kind of breakage style of stuff as well, you know, it's about these like deep bass lines, and there's not a lot else going on, you know, like you strip back everything, and so the bass just fills the room. And it's the same like with minimal like techie drum and bass. I love that stuff, you know. There's a producer called Fellow, a bit similar, signed to similar labels to Geostatic, people like that. I love their stuff, but you can't play it if you're not on a big sound system.
Yes.
Because the bass drop, you know, it's all sub bass.
Yes.
And then you've just got the like minimal kicks.
Yes.
And without the subs, it's like no energy.
That's the thing. When you fall in love with the sound and you like cannot, me as a producer, you cannot make it, or as a DJ,
you can't make it, but you can't reproduce it.
Yeah, you can reproduce, and you can't listen to it like on your system, you know, because the headphones or something. You have to have like Mesa or something, you know, to have like really crystal clear like sound stage and all of that. You know?
Exactly. Those are the tunes that when you hear them on a perfect sound system, they just floor you.
Yeah.
They blow you away.
True. Yeah, I can agree with that. Been there, felt that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have 4 minutes left, and yeah. So again, thank you really much. Wow. Thank you very much.
Really good
for being here. It was really weird because I was not prepared for this one. It's really sad to say, I'm sorry, but yeah, had some stuff. But it turned out really well. Had a good conversation. So this is Miles. Big up, and see him October 20th at Palangos Street Radio for DJ sesh.
Yeah.
And to all of you guys, today is the premiere of the Smash Sessions episode 1 with Monk, and it's gonna be on YouTube today. So I'm gonna share it. You can find it on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook. And yeah, thank you for your time.
Yeah, give me a follow on Instagram, Mailsas LT.
Mailsas LT.
And BreakBeak as well.
Yes, I'll also link all of the links in the description. So yeah, I'll see you on Smash Session season 1 episode 3. Bye, big up.